So do you expect anyone to maybe be there protesting or any type of conflict that's going to happen?
I don't know whether I'm hoping that there's going to be a protest because I've never been protested. Um, so it would be a new experience for me, and it would, it's kind of like I've arrived, right? Um, but I've been sort of reassured by Theron Meyer, who's organizing this event. She's the president of Simon Fraser University's Advocacy for Men and Boys Society. She has assured me that originally the group that was originally planning to protest had rethought things after sitting down and talking with her. So they may not be the leader of this group. The president of this particular group said she called off the protest, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the members of that group are necessarily going to agree with her. So there may be protesters, but it won't be a formal protest organized by a specific group, I don't think, if it happens. It'd be nice if I can just manage to do this without a hitch. Maybe just have some people in the question and answer period asking some challenging questions. But at the same time, I kind of want to protest. I kind of feel like I'm not quite. I guess you have to be big and important to be protested, and I'm not quite there yet. So
I don't know. I think she's kind of intimidating because she's so right. Like, I find that isn't. I think that does intimidate people because if she's so right and so well argued, it's hard to protest that. I guess. I guess people do find ways anyway. But Karen has a little bit of an intimidating air. Especially when you don't know her. Like when I met her first, I was like a little bit scared. Obviously, she's an awesome person. She's very nice and not intimidating at all. But yeah, she's too well reasoned, and she like stands her ground too well. That, and I guess because she's a woman, and maybe because she looks a little bit queer, I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed that nobody with opposing views came out, really. Just because that would have been a better opportunity to get people to think more about these things and to kind of show, especially like people from like the gender studies department and the women's center who we invited. I wanted them to see that what we do is actually very legitimate, and but they, yeah, so they didn't come, so they can just continue to have kind of an us versus them mentality and kind of continue to paint us as evil. If they just can stay ignorant about the fact that we're not evil, they can continue to believe that. So I was a little bit disappointed, but overall I wasn't disappointed with the event. I think it went great.
So you spoil us, man. 3 days carrying now, just
Totally. My God.
I don't know. You're gonna have to survive without me. You're gonna have to move on, like my boyfriend said he did. He said, I don't miss you at all. I've got a progressive mistress now. And I said, as long as she cleans. And then I told him I missed him the next night, and he said, it's too late. I've moved on. You've been gone too long. So
he's got his priorities straight.
that's how he
Things have to
tells
be
me
clean.
that's how he tells me that he misses me.
You got the memo?
We got the memo, apparently.
Find a big table.
So do you plan on doing more events, and if so, what do you think is in line for the future?
This sounds very sad. No, I don't plan on doing more events like this. The purpose of me doing this event was to inspire others to do the same. Because while I most definitely can put on an event like this again, I wouldn't be growing my skills as a person, and I think that should be the first priority. And so I've already identified a few people who I think I could pass the torch to, and I will of course guide them. But I think that my skills are better used elsewhere now that I've put this out there.